Honor to the ancestors. Honor to the ancestors. The more honor to the ancestors. OCO to my Indians. And even more honor to my ancestors. Because without their blood, sweat, and tears, and this land that I call my own, we wouldn't have what we know as Thanksgiving as we know it. You hear me? So honor to my ancestors. Oseo to my Indians. You hear me? I don't know what else. I don't know what everybody else think they celebrating. And I ain't celebrating. I'm in honor. I'm appearing in honor. I'm saying what I'm saying in honor. I'm saying what I'm saying in gratitude. I'm saying what I'm saying in thankfulness. I'm saying what I'm saying in appreciation. I'm saying what I'm saying in homage. I'm saying what I'm saying in respect. Is anybody listening? Is anybody listening? You hear me? Because we're in very critical times. Going into the year 9. You heard? And I was just thinking, you know, while I was cleansing, I was cleansing, I was in the shower cleansing, and I was just thinking, what better time if I had an enemy? What better time to attack an enemy if I had an enemy than when he good and full? Has anybody ate yet? I know it's after 5. Has anybody ate yet? Has anybody fasted today? Is anybody still on their fast today? Has anybody said, since they know it was going to be a lot of food circulating over the planet, that they was going to only eat one meal today? And I haven't ate yet. Those who was able to put my hand up, I salute you, because it got a lot to do with your energy. It has a lot to do with your clarity. It has a lot to do with your auric field. It has a lot to do with your presence. It has a lot to do with your stamina. It has a lot to do with your vitality. It has a lot to do with your ability, you know, to think quick on your pivot. You know, keep your head on the swivel, cause a lot of people full right now, and ain't good for too much or nothing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You heard? I just can't, you know, put some wisdoms in the atmosphere like I do. But yeah, you know, this ain't no time to slouch, because we've been given a so-called holiday in the form of Thanksgiving. And then they're gonna hit us again with Christmas. You know, and I'm still trying to figure out what Jesus got to do with Santa Claus. If you listening, you won't miss it. You heard? But that's neither here nor there. Wherever you at on your journey and your belief system, let it meet you there. You hear me? But we're in very critical times, and it's very important to stay on our toes. You hear me? It's very important, as I said, keep our head on the swivel and our foot on the pivot. You know, because you never know where you may have to go. But I am, you know, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving for as it is known, but I am gonna get me some good eating in. You hear me? You know, sweet potato pie and all that good stuff y'all like too. You hear me? But yeah. Besides that, I'm saying we can't let the distraction distract us, because we still in very critical times. You know, and And when I say we're in very critical times, I'm not speaking about nothing that may be going on your block. I'm not speaking about nothing that may be going on in your community. I'm not speaking nothing about nothing that may be going on in your neighborhood. You know, I'm only speaking about whatever that may be going on that still going on, that shouldn't be going on inside each and every one of us. That's all. That's all we here to address. Anything else, you know, we're gonna have to address it on our own times. But here we doing soul building, character building, you know, shadow work, light work, you know, by way of light language, you know, high vibrational energy, chi, prana, you know, and all that other good stuff, you know, that we be doing when we be doing it. You heard? But it's a good time to stay tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, you know, cause we're still in critical times, you know, and to the crucial conflict out of all of us, you know, how whole is any of us, you know? How whole am I if I can't get you help get you whole? Or how whole are you if you can't help get me whole? But it's each one teach one, right? You know. So if each one teach one, that means it take each and every one of us. Ain't no man an island or woman to the goddesses. You know, nobody an island, man. Nobody an island. You know, and it's so crazy that everybody, you know, I won't say everybody, but many people, you know, still try to portray themselves as an island, you know, until that island start to sink and they find themselves in need. And most times, you know, they be don't treated people all other kind of ways than how they supposed to be don't treated them. So I'm gonna keep saying we gotta watch how we treat people, man. Cause karma not playing, and she on the mission right now. Before the year close out, karma not playing. We can see this by the evidence of the things that's going on in our lives. We can see this through the separation of the things that's going on in our life. You see, and some things need to be separated for some of us to grow. You know, cause some of the things that we've been holding on to are the very things that been holding us back. You hear me? And while I just thought about that, I want to grab my phone so I can share something with y'all that I was. Grab my phone so I can share something with y'all that I was led to type in my memo, cause you know it ain't no telling. I'm just getting hip on how to use my little memo pad. That's how old school Saul is, you know. But I gotta try to stay with technology as much as I can. You hear me? But I was led to type something that the spirit gave me, and I said I was gonna share it with y'all. And where I was just going with what I was led to say made me think about it. So I want to share this with the family. Sometimes we grow together to grow apart when growth stop occurring. So don't fall in love with any part of your old self in the new moments. In the new moments that you're becoming the person that you're meant to be, because you see it in somebody else. So in other words, we all growing, and in our process of growing, you know, we ain't just growing within ourselves, amongst ourselves. We growing with other people who interconnected into our lives too, you know. But growth stops occurring when growth stops occurring. So when growth stops occurring, no matter how much we don't grow it up and grew together, knowing each other, sometimes when growth stops occurring, we grow apart, you know. So I say, don't fall in love with your old self in new moments more than the person you're here to become, because you see it in somebody else. See, so through our attachments, sometimes our attachments, as we're growing, as we're maturing, you know, as we're becoming wiser, you know, through our experience and through our mistakes, you know, through our errors, you feel me? You know, through this training, you know, sometimes the people that we be connected to, they're not doing the same thing with us. So in that instance, we grow together to grow apart, because if growth haven't stopped occurring in you, sometimes it has stopped occurring in the people that we're growing up with. Y'all stay with me. So I really just explained the reason that I say sometimes we grow together to grow apart when growth stops occurring. But I say that because somebody still love the part of you that you outgrew. Somewhere, somebody still love the part of you that you no longer know. Somewhere, somebody still love that part of you that you don't even know yourself to be no more. And I salute you for that. Because somebody still love that part of you that you no longer are. And you don't grew and elevated and rose up and matured and healed, and, you know, and dealt with the things that was causing blockages in your inner being. You hear me? And put fire on it and rose up like the phoenix out the ashes. So you don't even look the same to yourself, let alone look the same to nobody that thought they knew you. You see, but wasn't knowing you through all the moments that you was going through, the changes and the transformations for you to get to know yourself. And anybody listening, let's put our ones in the comment section if you rock it with it. Put our flames in the comment section if you know what this journey take. To be better than you never been, by the self-improvement, by the soul work, by the shadow work, by the light work that you have done on yourself, by the alchemist that you becoming in your own life to change and transform your life based on the transitions that life shifts us through by what you have been through. You hear me? Because we ain't worried about what's to come. We got the tools to get through it. You hear me? Yeah. So it's important to have a good, strong, and solid foundation, you know, based off what it's already been. You hear me? Based off what's already been shows you who you are today. Meaning, you gotta know your energy. You gotta know you like you never know you before. And who else gonna do that but you? You see, cause this gonna be the thing. What I spoke to, and just a little bit ago, it's gonna be the thing that keep a lot of people from elevating on their ascension to soul. You hear me? It's gonna be a lot of things that keep a lot of people from elevating above the things that's keeping their heart corrupted, polluted, and contaminated. It's gonna be the same thing that keep a lot of people rising above the demons that's haunting them in their mind. You hear me? But you hear me? It's gonna be the same thing. Attachments. You know, attachments gonna be the thing that keep people from moving forward in their elevation, because we can't still hold on to any person, any place, or thing that's still holding on to old parts of ourselves that we no longer even identify with. And that's the reason why everybody can't go. That's the reason why everybody ain't gonna do the work to go. So we ain't holding on to people, holding on to who we ain't no more. You see? If we wise, we'll do our best to avoid anything, you see, that has the potential to pull us back and have us backpedaling Yeah, you need to avoid that. Anything that's gonna have you backpedaling, going back there. You hear me? You know, word. Know yourself like beyond a reason about the doubt. And in order to do that, you gotta feel. You gotta feel. You gotta feel. Feeling so important. Feeling, people be talking about they see, but if I pay attention to the life, I could tell why they see the way they see. Feelings all clogged up, heart all blocked up. You know, feeling attached to intuition. Cause we feel before we see. We feel before we think. Feeling attached to discernment. You hear me? Every day is Thanksgiving. You hear me? Y'all show me some love. You heard? Yeah. We gotta know. Continue rising. Continue rising. Continue rising. Continue rising. You know, because once you rise above yourself, once you rise above yourself into yourself, everything else is bottomless. To those that listening, gonna get it. You know, yeah. We got so much to be grateful for. You know, matter of fact, we got so much to be grateful for. All we gotta do is go in our kitchens and look at how plentiful it is, to the point that we need to, put some of that food on some plates and go out there and pass it out to some of them homeless people. You know, go out there and pass it out to some of them homeless people. And it's crazy because I seen a homeless person with a turkey, and I'm like, why they get this homeless person the turkey when they ain't got nowhere to cook it? That's crazy. But that's the trick that be going on, you know. So yeah, man. Be compassionate. Keep love in us. That don't mean that don't mean love don't have boundaries. Have boundaries, you know. And unconditional love definitely have boundaries. You see. Conditional love just have conditions. If you don't listen, you gonna miss it. Walk with me, but somebody need to catch that, you know. But yeah, man, we've been armed with discernment as much as we need, according to the experiences that we have had and our ability to understand them. And we're much more aware now, you know. Our intuition is firing on all cylinders, you know. So stay grounded, you know. Stay grounded, you know. Stay grounded, because as I said, the more you rise up, everything bottomless. So it's important, you know, to keep everything in perspective. You know, that's what balance is. You know, that's what temperance is. Remind us to be patient with ourselves on our journey. You know, if you ain't seeing the reward of your work, that don't mean it's not happening. You know, that don't mean it's not happening. And somebody need to hear that, because we get discouraged I know we get discouraged on our journey. You know, because we ain't seeing fruit yet. You know, we ain't seeing the rewards of the work that we putting in. You see, but that don't mean it's not occurring. That don't mean other people don't see it. You see, yeah, because they do. Keep going. Don't stop. You heard? The more some of us awaken, the more others who still on, you know, metal based, metallic based anatomical structure ain't did no work. You know, they the ones still chasing. People of the world chasing the things of the world. You know, when we going back to the basics, you know, to claim our birthrights, by stepping into the divine identification of ourselves, and, you know, and the authority that come with that. You know, so your word is your power. Use it wisely. You know, for the love of God. You hear me? For the love of God. You hear me? We get one or two ways. We get answers one or two ways. We really get answers two ways, but we get answers one or two ways according to our ability to perceive. One, through our experiences. The other, through questions. And I love to ask questions because every question got a quest in it. Every question that you ask take you on a quest. If you don't listen, you're going to miss it. You hear me? But I love to ask questions because every question take us on a quest. And I was always encouraged to ask questions growing up. If you don't understand something, don't walk off like you do. Ask questions. So I became a nightmare to people to some extent. I became a nosy terrorist to some people to some extent because they felt like, you know, I was too young to want to know so much by asking the type of questions that I did. But later on, I realized it played its purpose. You hear me? Because wisdom has a way to guide you, shield you, and protect you in more ways than one. For those that know, you know. But every question got a quest in it. And if we don't ask questions, according to the things that bubble up in us, we end our own quest before it even began. I want to leave y'all with that. Other than feel good for no reason at all. You hear me? Stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness to the Karmic Conscious family and Soul Tribe new subscribers. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all as much as y'all appreciate me. You hear me? Other than that, if you hear, I said, and see, that's how Sabu is. Sometimes I say it so and then something else hit me. But I want to leave y'all with one more thing. And I hope y'all brought y'all pen and pad. And if you haven't brought your pen and pad with you, you see, you probably need to go back and get it, and come back and watch this video over and write down, you know, what comes up in you. And also go back and watch that. How much do you know yourself? It's a couple videos back. You hear me? Subscribe if you haven't already. But I want to leave y'all with this. Are you willing? Now that we know all that we know, you see, because we call ourselves all type of things now. Gods, goddesses, shamans, priestesses, high priestesses, you know, high priests, you know, priests, shamans, so forth and so on. You hear me? So now that we are those things, and along with some other things that, you know, we don't been, you know, devils, demons, but ain't too many people gonna profess that. They gonna profess all the high qualities, but they ain't gonna profess the low qualities. That's what let me know a lot of them still in it. You hear me? You heard? Cause you gotta bring that shadow. You gotta bring that shadow with you, and that shadow ain't scared to talk to the shadow. You hear me? If you caught it, you caught it. But yeah, are you willing to look at your life and be responsible for it, and then be willing to change it? I love you too. My name is Sabu. Thanks for the likes, comments, shares, questions. Thanks for those who drop their testimony in the comment section, because it do be helping others. I see y'all and I appreciate y'all for doing that. Those who dealing with who have overcome your addictions, I salute you. I salute you. I know what that journey is like too, because addiction is bigger than chemical. You know, we could be addicted to the wrong type of thinking that produce the wrong type of actions, which has been giving us the wrong type of results. So any type of unhealthy addiction, I salute us as we break through them. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Let's continue to build together, individually, as a community, and as a collective, you know. And I see y'all, man. Y'all look good. It's in your energy. I'm just a mirror. You heard? I love y'all. My name is Sabu. Peace.